All right, I'm gonna line these knives up in sets of 2, and you try to guess which one is more expensive. Leave your score down in the comments. If some of these prices shock and upset you, make sure and leave your stinky baby, owie mommy, my tummy hurts comments down in the comments section because it's really good for my algorithm. First up, we have 2 different versions of the Microtech Scarab. If you guessed the one on the right was more expensive, you're correct. This floppy hot dog of a knife is actually a clone, and it's really bad. Next, we have a Damascus feather knife, and we have a Shurgoroth F3. If you guessed the Damascus feather knife was more expensive, you were wrong. This is a perfect example of why just because it's Damascus doesn't mean that it's going to be expensive. There is crappy Damascus, and this is a great example of it. Next up, we have the AKC Roma Swing Guard Automatic Stiletto Switchblade, and we also have the Heretic Pariah with the comic book style Cerakote. If you guessed the Heretic Pariah was less expensive, you were wrong. This is actually a really expensive knife made in the United States. The comic book style Cerakote is actually all done by hand and made intentionally to look like it came out of a comic book. Pretty cool. These are the most rickety ass autos I've ever felt. This is the type of thing you buy out of the back of a 2001 Mercury Sable in an empty Walmart parking lot at 2 a.m. Next up, we have the Cold Steel Swift 3 with the Atlas lock and the Maxace Dragon Knight. If you guessed that the Maxace Dragon Knight was more expensive, you are correct. Believe it or not, this thing really does look like a gas station knife, but this is all Cerakote titanium and M390. This is still a fairly expensive knife, and it's honestly a great knife, but this guy costs more. This is gonna be a tricky one. We have the launch exclusive Knoll Vandal. We also have the Herman Slim in Balinette Miura. Believe it or not, the knife on the right is actually a $1,000 pocket knife. But I've seen that finish at the gas station. No, you haven't. You've seen titanium nitride. This is Balinette Miura. It is substantially more expensive. These are also made in Poland. Look them up. Next up, we have Amtech American Flag Don't Tread on Me, and we also have the Crescent Edges Eternal Paladin. If you guessed that the Amtech was more expensive, I don't know what you were thinking. It's an Amtech and it's got an American flag on it. I mean, that should be a key giveaway right there. This is a super duper cheap knife, and this knife, despite looking like something that would come out of a fantasy game or be at the gas station, I know you are all frantically typing that. This is actually a really nice piece with titanium Damascus, titanium for the frame, and then Damasteel for the blade. Very cool. And for the final test, this is going to be a really tricky one. The Japanese-made Rockstead Higo 2 in mirror polished DDP 189. Or the Sharp by Design Arch Nemesis. If you guessed that the Rockstead Higo 2 was more expensive, you were wrong. It's only by a hair though. These are American-made custom knives. I believe the base price is now about $1,800, while the Rockstead is only about $1,650. How'd you do? Leave your score down in the comments or cry your pants, whatever.